update. We have an update, ladies and gentlemen, on the Pug CEO, Fresh Prince CEO situation, and where he got a Chinese supermodel pregnant. You guys know Abba and Preach have had this beef with Fresh and Prince for years now, because a while back, Fresh and Prince tried to get Abba and Preach off of YouTube. And Abba did the pettiest thing you could do, which was actually interview this lady. And we're gonna watch this interview and give our honest reaction on what we think about this. And we'll learn a lot of things about what happened with this whole situation. So let's get right into it.
Today on episode 2 of Surviving Fresh and Fit, I wanted to get to the bottom of this fiasco. If you haven't seen part 1, be sure to go check that out for more context. But I decided that I would interview the woman in question at the heart of this whole thing. She provided me a bunch of screenshots, screen recordings, and a bunch of different things. And I think it answered a lot of the questions that would have seemed to be unanswered before. Things like whether or not she's a sex worker. She isn't. What was the timeline of events? Did Walter know that she was not on birth control? Was he aware that she was trying to have a child? And did they have discussions about it? Was he trying to be serious with her? What proof does she have that? All these things are going to get answered over the course of this interview. But first thing that I have to correct from the previous thing is that she's never been a sex worker. Turns out she won some kind of beauty pageant. And
yeah,
people
she was
just started uploading her page,
Miss Asia,
her photos to some escorting sites.
2022 or something like that.
Now, whether or not you want to believe that is up to everyone at home. But to date, there's no actual proof that she does any of that kind of work. On a live stream today, he said that you were never his girl.
He said that?
I made a statement on my vlog and on the show multiple times. And I said, this is a matter of fact, guys, look it up if you want to. I said, if a girl's on camera, she is what? Not my girl. Let's keep that in mind. If I bring a girl on camera.
That's crazy. If you look at the text right here. Hi, daddy. Thanks, babe. I'm so nervous about us. I'm afraid to lose you during the trip time I'm gone. Just letting you know I love you so much. You won't, because I love you too. Miss you so much already. And the previous text you guys saw, it says something about, babe, that's my girlfriend. And also we're going to see here in just a second where he actually on video called her his girlfriend. This guy is not only not taking accountability for his actions, he is lying to you about this whole situation.
We never see my girl because I know what happens when you break on the internet. I learned from experience. That's all I'm gonna say.
Listen, this was a great trip.
Here's that video.
See my lovely Asian queen again. But you know, as time passes, we must say farewells for a short period of time until she comes back. So can't wait to see her back here in Miami. I rough her. No, I don't.
Yo, is that where he got? No, that couldn't have been where he got the name Pug CEO from. He said I rough her, or maybe he was trying to be funny about a Chinese accent or something. I don't know, but this guy is just a fucking clown. What I'm mostly surprised, and she will talk about it in this video, is how he was actually able to pull this one off. But I will give you my reasons. After we get to that part, I will give you my reasons as to why I think he was able to pull it off. And it wasn't because he actually did something that was what you would consider having game, but it was his inaction. And we'll get to it when we get there. Let's just keep watching.
Love you, babe.
Love you.
Yeah, I love you, babe.
Crazy.
So he's out here saying he don't claim her. He never claimed her. That's not his girl. But in private, he's saying, I love you. He's saying, you my girlfriend. He moved her in. And on top of that, he publicly on video saying he loves her. Does that sound like somebody who's being treated like a jump off? I'm just saying. Everyone telling she's baby trapping him. All this other stuff. Is she baby trapping him, or is he just trapping her? I'm asking the questions. Because the only deception I've seen so far is from him towards her. The only trap I've seen so far is him basically love bombing the shit out of her so he can f her as much as he wants. Then when he's done, he just get rid of her.
Well, he's just making him like make him look like idiot right now, because clearly, like, he made that on public, and on the conversation you saw it. He calls me girlfriend, right?
She's really pretty,
Yeah.
even without makeup.
Are you gonna take someone to see your entire family if she's not your girlfriend? Travel to your home country? That's not reasonable. You can, like, casually meeting your mother, that's fine. The first time I met his mother, I was like, okay, if you decide to do that, I don't mind.
Why did you
Yeah, see, there's a difference between if I'm treating you like a jump off, right? If I'm just fucking with you and I don't really see any thing moving forward between you and I, you're not going to meet my mother. Especially now that I don't live with my mom, because that was something before that would happen on accident if a girl came by and then my mom came home and then saw her there on the way out, you know what I'm saying? That was really the only time. You're not meeting my mom, you're not meeting my family, you're not meeting anybody because you're not going to see them again. So it's not happening. He was literally deceiving her. If his whole goal was to just smash, but he went about it to the most extreme way. Like, bro, you can call her, you can tell her, you know, love bomb her, tell her you love her and all this stuff. But like, why even then introduce her to your entire family? I don't understand. I honestly have no clue what to say. I don't understand that part of the whole I'm just smashing this girl, or I'm trying to smash this girl, therefore I'm gonna have her meet my family. She's not my girl. Come on, man.
Except being in a non-monogamous relationship with Fresh.
Yeah, you know why? Because we were in a long distance relationship. Because whether I agree or not, he's going to do that, and we weren't stable because we just got to know each other, and So I was thinking just to be there and move there for like to be with him. Maybe like it will be different, But I don't want to like it comes to a conclusion in the beginning, like, oh, I'm gonna stop this guy from doing everything just because he met me. Because in the early stage of the relationship, I don't want to.
Then I ask her, well, why do you not want to be intense about monogamy, but you are rushing to have a kid?
Good question.
I asked some tough questions.
That's a good question.
I'm not softballing it.
No, I ain't mad at you.
No,
I'm
she's like, I don't want to be too intense and like rush like monogamy, so I'm accepting this. But like,
yeah, why would you not rush into a relationship, but you're gonna rush a baby? Like, the relationship should come before even all of that. If you knew he was nutting inside of you, because I mean, again, I'm not just claiming she's innocent in this situation. If you knew that he was nutting inside of you and you continued to let it happen, you should have made it clear to him that if he continued to do that, you were no longer going to have sex with him. That he would need to stop, or he would need to put on a condom, or something would need to happen, or you should have gotten on birth control. Because she might not be baby trapping him based on all his actions, but she sure as shit didn't give that much of a fuck either. She didn't care. So she blames some responsibility for everything that's going on right now too. She's not a saint in this situation whatsoever. But the whole reason nobody would care if this was going on, if it wasn't for the fact that it's coming from one person who tells women to take accountability for their actions and literally does not want to take accountability for his actions. Preaches that family is everything, but doesn't want to have a family. You know what's crazy? Because I think that he could have spun this so perfectly, in my opinion, in his favor by saying, hey guys, I'm having a baby. I'm in a committed relationship. This is the advice that we give you guys all the time. Find that one girl who you love and who you cherish and marry that girl and start a family with her. If he would have done that, he wouldn't be in this situation. It actually would have been so good for him because now he's actually practicing what he preaches. Now he's actually doing the things that he's telling these women to do. First of all, well, she's not a hooker, so he wasn't sleeping with a hooker. But he ends up calling her a hooker. He calls her a 304 anyways on their latest podcast. So she's a hoe, but you nutted in the hoe though. And now that hoe is pregnant. And you don't want to own up to the fact that you did that. You don't want to take responsibility, but you want women to take responsibility.
But you want to have a baby with them.
Yeah, I understand because I just felt like I just feel like I'm not that type of girl that I have to be with someone for years to get married, or if I like someone, I can have a kid with him for like, it doesn't matter. It's the time doesn't matter. I was
this
with
girl,
for
she might not be a hoe or an escort or whatever, but she's fast.
He's American. And I didn't want that. I ended that. When I met Walter, I just felt like, wow, there's so much chemistry.
What? I mean, I agree.
I'm just trying to
talk to you.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. You're cool with having a kid
I'm not the type of girl
in a week,
I'm
but
not the type of girl that's gonna have to wait.
But you want to wait 10 years to get into a relationship?
Huh? What type of girl is that?
I mean, there's plenty of people who meet their husbands for the first time through arranged marriages or whatever.
Yeah, weird.
But I don't disagree. I'm just saying that's not that abnormal in different parts of the world.
It still doesn't answer the question. It doesn't answer the question of why you want to rush this baby, but you don't want to rush the monogamous relationship. It doesn't answer anything.
Yeah,
it doesn't. As a matter of fact, it made it weirder. So I'm still questioning. It doesn't absolve it doesn't absolve or take out of the equation the baby trapping thing situation because of that answer. That answer was so.
But that's not baby trapping. That's just what she's saying is there's some people out here who are just very like feels oriented, meaning, oh, I loved her. Well, how do you know? It's been a week. I just feel it. Like some people are just like that. You know what I'm saying? They're very intuitive. Everything is just.
You know what we call them?
What?
Stupid. Carry on. That's not very smart. That's not.
I agree. It's not smart.
It's like.
Having kids with somebody you met a week ago.
Maybe.
What if he claimed he never wanted a baby? Would that be true?
He didn't want. Okay, if he says so, if he really didn't want a baby, after so many times I ask him in person, do not come in me. He does that every fucking day.
Yes, but where she's at fault here is that she let him continue to do it. She should have told him, we're not having sex. If you come inside of me one more time, we're not going to have sex until you put on a condom, because I'm not going to go through this. You're telling him, but then you're just allowing him to do it. You're not putting any restrictions, just telling him no, and he takes that as like, okay, well, she didn't care the first time, she didn't care the second time, why would I listen to her the third time? There had to have been something for him to lose for him to want to stop doing that. And again, that sounds like some abuse shit, right? Like in reality, that sounds like some abuse shit, like sexual abuse type shit, which you can argue for, right? That doesn't take away the responsibility that, like they say on their podcast, right? Women control the access to sex and men control the access to marriage, correct? That's usually what they're saying, right? So if that's the case, she should have known that we're not having sex anymore until you put on a condom or you stop coming inside of me. You come inside of me one more time, it's not happening anymore. And that would have been the solution right there. Not stop coming in me and then continue to let him do it with no repercussions.
You can just pull out. Easy as that. Because he was always like, oh, I'm doing this with my girlfriend. So really serious conversation, like planning a future and ask me what I want to do. Oh, I want to plan a future with you. Why don't we get a house instead of renting another apartment? That doesn't make sense, wasting money, blah, blah, blah. And he said, what if you get pregnant? Isn't that better for a bigger house?
Is that baby trapping?
They're gonna end up together.
Is that baby trapping?
I don't think so.
I'm asking.
I don't think so.
Is that baby trapping? You out here talking about let's get a house together because what if you get pregnant? Is that baby trapping, my bro? Just asking the question.
It's not. It's not.
Guys,
I understand what you're saying when you're saying it's not, but some of these answers,
I think they're irresponsible, but that doesn't mean baby
Yeah.
trapping.
No, I wouldn't-
Those are
exactly.
separate things.
Exactly.
Not pregnant, no baby. She tells that to Walter. He says, oh, you did a pregnancy test? She says, yeah, my period just came and 5 days ahead. So you play a good game. Oh, okay, what game? This game on bed. I'm confused. Don't worry, we all are. I don't think anybody understood what she meant. And she goes, just kidding. I meant you are safe, just letting you know. Next time you won't be so lucky.
I'm not having a baby.
I'm having your baby.
Yeah.
Next time you're not going to be so lucky. And what does he write? Oh, I wasn't worried. I didn't want to pull out anyway. But that's good that you got your period. Oh, so you're being a... She's not too happy about it. I didn't reject you because I don't mind being pregnant with your baby. She's being direct.
Yeah.
She's telling him, and all he says is, no, I'm saying I like you a lot, and once you're happy, I'm happy. So can you understand why she's confused? He refusing to pull out, busting inside them sugar walls. And now all of a sudden he's been trapped?
Nope.
He don't want to be a dad? You have decided that you were not going to pull out of her vagina. So you're not going to pull out of fatherhood.
Care of the baby.
You are not going to pull out of fatherhood.
You're gonna take care of the baby.
He has no choice. He's going to pay. If I say, bro, I'm going to punch you in the face. Yo, I missed last time, but this time I'm going to punch you in your face. And then I punch you in your face.
No, wait. Whatever.
Hold up. Is that a sucker punch?
No, it's not a sucker punch. Especially if you tell me you're gonna punch me in my face and I tell you, whatever makes you happy. And I look at you like, if you're happy, I'm happy. And I get decked in the mouth, that's not a sucker punch.
Boys, you were not sucker punched. Take some accountability. Hold that out. Did you always tell him that you would not get an abortion?
Oh, I always told him. He knows I'm not getting any abortion. He didn't care at all. He was like, he was kind of like just admitted that if he's gonna make me pregnant, he's just gonna like raise a baby with me. And he didn't like say that, but all this his action proves that.
Doesn't mind isn't the same as saying he really wants to have a child. Why don't you get verbal confirmation if he really wanted a child with you?
No, because I was pretty sure that he was so serious about me. But then, okay, but at least he's not stupid that if he does this to me, I'm gonna get pregnant. I think it's just misunderstood.
Yeah,
Maybe
there's something as like fucking implied consent, right? Like whenever you're with somebody and you're both sober, all right? You're both sober, no drugs, there's nothing involved, everything's good, and someone initiates an action, right? Like a sexual action, and the other person goes with it. That's kind of implied. So it's the same thing. He was basically implying, like, even if they didn't have a conversation about it, right? Which people should. I 100% agree with Abba. Maybe get confirmation. By you busting in this girl every time you have sex with her, you're implying that you don't mind or that you want to have a baby with this person. That's literally because that is your form of saying, I'm okay if this happens because of my actions. So she didn't need to communicate, especially after she had told them, like, hey, stop busting in my walls. Like, you're not going to be so lucky next time. I'm probably going to end up pregnant. And he says, as long as you're happy, I'm happy. So he was implying, without directly saying it, that he was okay with having a baby with her.
he was just being irresponsible. But for me, he's serious. Yeah, because I've never met someone like that. Nobody would treat me like that. Like, this is so evil. I've never met anyone like that. I'm not acting like a naive girl right here. Like, I traveled a lot of places, but nothing like this.
See, that didn't make much sense to me because in my head I'm like, if you want to be serious with somebody and you want to have a child with them, but you're not getting them to verbally say they also really want to have a child with. Shouldn't that be something y'all establish properly?
And how long they been together?
4 or 5 months?
Like I said, again,
Maybe busting inside her sugar walls
it's
every day.
implied
Never pulling
consent.
out.
It's implied
Can you
consent.
show paperwork for pregnancy tests and ultrasound? A lot of people are saying that stuff is photoshopped or whatever, or it's just like, so I just wanted to at least see if she had actual real paperwork.
Yeah, I have no problem sharing that. I actually posted okay, so let me explain about the ultrasound. The doctor told me it's still early, 4 weeks. So she can't see everything, but she can still see a little bit, like a small quarter of it. But it's just like it's too early, it's 4 weeks.
How did you know Pug CEO was the man to bust inside your
Puxy,
sugar
it
wall?
was crazy.
I have no idea. I just feel like maybe everything happens. It was meant to be, to meet him even. Out of all the people in Miami, every day I go out, I get
So this is the part where she explains how she actually met Pug CEO, and I'm gonna explain to you guys why I think that wasn't him having game why he bagged her, but because he actually has no game, he was able to bag her, which sounds crazy, but I'll explain to you in a second.
many how to say approach every day, wherever. The night we met at the party, and there were other guys. They were like another guy. He's really really into me. So Fresh was there as well. And I just don't know, like somehow he just got me curious. Everybody, like out of everybody, like when they see me interesting, they would come talk to me or making some nonsense. But this guy, he was just like staring at me, not saying anything, like full of questioning on his face. That just caused my curiosity. Because usually, I get a lot of approach, so it's not interesting for me. So I was like, okay, who's this guy? And then, okay, finally he said hi to me. He's like, where are you from? And I said, guess, if you're right, I will drink. If you're wrong, then you drink.
Okay, so I'm gonna explain to you what's going on here. So listen to the fact that she said that she is always being approached and that is boring, it's tiresome. Like if you're an attractive female and these guys are always after you, that shit is kind of whack. The guy that didn't approach her interested her, but the reason, in my opinion, why I think he didn't approach her is because he was shitting his pants. He was so nervous that all he could do was stare from afar. And that was the reason why he wouldn't approach her and ask her for her number until he finally got the balls to go up to her and ask her and say hello and then ask the corniest questions you could ever ask a person. Because he had no game, she was interested because he didn't have the balls to approach, is my opinion, not because he actually had game. Because most guys that are confident have no problem looking at a woman and just approaching them. But he took fucking years to do it. Not years, you know what I mean. That's just my theory. Let me know what you guys think in the comments.
So he was like, okay, this is interesting. And then he DM'd me. And then we went out. He's romantic. He's good at planning dates. And he's kind of dominate. He was just good at everything, you know. He was saying things to me that made me feel it's real, you know. He was genuine, and he made me feel special. Maybe no matter what other people were saying, like what he did to other girls, or even I found out later though, not when I just started.
You know, what did you think hearing this?
What did I think about what?
About what you heard right now?
I'm not sure.
Because there's a whole narrative that
I'm
this
not
girl
sure.
was trying to baby trap him, or she wasn't really into him. She's there for the money or whatever it is. But when I hear her speak, you can notice in her face, you see how she smiles when she thinks about him and all that stuff. Like, I was actually surprised by this part because everyone's asking the same question. You know what people asking? Yo, why'd you get with Fresh? Yeah, you seen him, but you look at her, that's the face of somebody who's actually into a man.
But she was impressed. So she was like,
Yeah.
he got game.
Yeah. So he got, so that's just one thing that I want to establish. Okay, why are you exposing him publicly?
Why? Because obviously now I hate him. I hate him for not being a man, stand up for his child, and not taking the responsibilities after. He doesn't have to love me, or he can break up with me. That's fine. For me, it's okay. It's some guy I seen for 4 months. I was like gonna get over with it. But I'm pregnant. This is serious for me.
This is just a bit of a sidewalk, but Fresh and Fit fan accused Fresh of buying you a bracelet for 30 grand. On a podcast, he said he never paid a dime. Nobody has a receipt. Is this true?
The Chinese escort, because I'm about to get Fresh on this one too. So Fresh, you gave an extremely expensive Von Cleef bracelet, which are worth up to 30K, to a Chinese escort you just met. Now, Fresh, you claim that you didn't give her the gift. That's what you claim.
Show me the proof.
But the escort says that you did.
Look at her page in detail. What does she have on there? Multiple gifts from herself, by the way, or from her ex. Whatever she does for her money, bro, is up to her. So to put that on me, just because you want to say, oh, Fresh is a simp, wrong.
So you didn't buy it?
Fresh, so can you
No.
You're just trying to say that he bought the bracelet. He didn't buy the bracelet.
And
No, it's not true. He paid half and I paid half. Like I said, how much? Around 30K. Well, first I still have the conversation. I told him, what's the issue if you tell everyone you bought me the bracelet? Like, why can't you tell everyone? Why can't you speak the truth? Like, why are you like pretending it, like hiding it? But then he was like, don't say it. He just told me the
Because to these guys, it's all about that image that they don't simp for hoes, or they don't simp for women, and that they're alpha and they don't spend any money. Mind you, they talk about building families and men going out and becoming these alpha males and these red pill guys and starting families. Well, what do you think a man in a family does? Does a man in a family not provide for his wife, not give her gifts, or even his girlfriend either? Even, right? Because you guys were apparently dating. So does a man not give his girlfriend any gifts ever for no reason? Or a red pill guy, at least? Like, that doesn't make you a simp. If you're quote unquote dating this person like you say, what's the problem? But the problem is it's not the gift itself, and it's not the audience finding out. Well, that's part of the problem, but the problem is that it makes him look hypocritical. So whatever he's spouting, whatever he's saying, is just bullshit, because he's telling you do this one thing as a man while he's doing the other, and that's been the whole reason for this blow up.
shut up.
It's not a big deal.
It's not a big deal. It's a big deal to them.
Yes.
It's a big deal to the fans, and it's a big deal to them because
Exactly.
it really makes you look like I see him.
Yep.
Exactly.
I wouldn't give a shit. You give things to people. You give things to people that you appreciate.
15 grand?
Wait a minute.
Some of you just met. But these guys always want to claim they don't pay for nothing. They don't do none of this stuff.
And he
they
paid
don't,
half.
They don't use their money to get. But you realize they all do it. They all doing it. They're paying for random girls' apartments. They're all doing this kind of stuff. So why is he lying? Not because it's a big deal, but it's like Preach said, it's a big deal to the fans. And now he had to double down, triple down on the lie. And it's almost insulting because your fans are being like, yo, are you living up to your principle? And you're like, yes, I am. You guys are lying and saying I'm not. When you just ask the girl, it's like, oh no, he's lying about it. So the only reason I brought this up is because Fresh can't be trusted about what he says on this topic because he's already proven time and time again he's gonna lie to protect his reputation. Do you think that
like
all this is
the time, you know, this guy was full of shit when he one time literally got on camera and said that he slept with either 3 or 4 girls after meeting at some basketball player's mansion party. It was like a short 2-minute video, and you could just tell this guy was fucking lying. You look at Pug and you're like, I'm supposed to believe this guy is really doing that? But I mean, who knows? At this point, I don't even know what the fuck to believe, because this girl is extremely gorgeous and he was fucking her. So I don't even know what the fuck to believe at this point.
It's good for your future baby.
That's another good fucking question.
Yeah.
It's not. That's why in the beginning, it's not good for the baby actually. That's why I just want to tell the truth, because when I first test positive, and I was just kind of shocked because I just want to see where his head's at, and then I try to like talk to him. I called him, I text him. He acts like nothing happened, like not my business. Like, woman, not my business. Deal with it. We're not together. Like, don't call me, don't text me, things like that. That was his behavior. I have a 37 minutes conversation between me and him. What if you think we don't keep the baby because we're not together anymore? Things happen, and I'm gonna take care of you. I'm gonna take you to the hospital. That would be fine. I would be okay. But he did completely the other way around. That just made me so sad. That just made me so sad. How can you you said you love me like literally 2 weeks ago and wanted to claim a future with me, and now you acting like this with me.
When did you tell him you're pregnant?
On the 30th. Yeah, I called him immediately. When I exposed him, when I start to decide to expose him.
Right there, I'd asked her, when did you call the lawyer? So essentially what happened was she called him on the 30th of March, being like, hey, wait, 30th of March? Am I thinking the right date? What are we right now?
Yeah, 30th of March. We're in April.
Okay, oh, sorry. So we called her on 30th of March, telling her she's pregnant. And I think on April 4th, that's when she started exposing him. So on April 4th.
Denied and everything. And stuff.
Yeah, because when she contacted him, he's just like, bro, I don't know you. Get the fuck away from me. Like, no, that's your problem. Go deal with it. And so she's like, yo, you got me pregnant. You just gonna disappear on me? So when she exposed her, she's like, I'm calling a lawyer. I'm going to figure this whole shit out. And so that's the timeline of how things went down. It's 2 + 2 4.
2 + 2 is 4. Yeah. That's
Who decides that?
No. And then I asked her, who decided that?
Who decided that? That's just logic. That's just the math. Without this, the world doesn't function. You can't count on anything. Everybody knows that. Idiot.
Well,
And
well, I'll be honest. I'll be fair. There are people now arguing that 2 + 2 can equal 5. So I don't know. And there's people pretending that men can be women and women can be men. So you just don't know anymore. We don't fucking know.
I needed to know the answer.
You're not good.
Okay.
He's probably undereducated.
I'm not gonna lie. Abba's pettiness is fucking Olympic gold medal level. Like, it's crazy how good this guy is at being petty. And that's what the fuck they get for having tried to beef with Abba and Preach a couple years ago.
He doesn't have anything else to say on the podcast.
But you let this dummy bust inside you. Why? I mean, you can't talk shit about him.
God damn.
He was coning your sugar walls. I'm just saying. You know?
God damn, Abba.
Yeah, but I didn't realize that before because I just thought he's funny.
Then you're gonna end up with a dumb baby.
Any regrets about how this whole thing has unfolded so far?
Yeah. First, for being so dumb, letting him come inside on me without marriage. And I don't regret exposing. I don't. Who's Abba?
I asked her if she's gonna have a boy. Does she know what she's gonna name him?
Oh my god! I don't know. Don't ask me this question because I haven't decided yet.
What about the name Abba?
Watch how petty Abba gets at this point. The level of pettiness is crazy. I've never seen something so insane. Watch this.
Well, I got so many DMs already that they want to step in and they want to be the stepfather.
Already, niggas is stepping in trying to be the stepdaddy.
Step in the name of love.
I will say this:
Step in the name of love.
if you end up having legal troubles and they sue you
Listen
and
to
whatever,
this.
if you name that kid after me, I'll pay for all your legal troubles. That's a promise. So if you need help financing a lawyer to fight off Fresh and Fit, man, you mean if Walter Jr. over there got the name Abba, I'll pay all them bills. I'll sleep. I'll pay.
Crazy, bro.
As far as I'm concerned, I think you deserve every dime.
What's her name? We don't know her last name.
Daisy. That's what we all call her. Okay.
Imagine she names him Abba Preach Daisy.
I'm paying them legal fees. I will double the video output on this channel to pay for little Abba Preach Daisy to get all that child support. Every dime. If that nigga's gonna have Walter's genetics, she deserves child support. He gonna need every financial advantage to be able to make it in life, and he gonna have Pug CEO's genetics.
I'm with it.
Okay? That's a promise, Daisy. Just drop our names. Even if it's just middle names, I'll take that. I just want my legacy to live on it.
That shit is so fucking crazy. Like, whew.
Yeah, don't lie.
Yo, don't ever get into no fucking beef with a guy like Abba, man. He will take it to the next fucking level, no questions asked.
That's gangster.
I said something.
I'll pay every dime.
I said something.
Oh, to be clear, guys, I'm not joking. I will pay for the lawyer if that baby has my name in it.
You don't even know how much a lawyer fees can be.
Bro, do you see how I live my life? You don't think I got money to spend? This will be one of the greatest hobbies I will ever undertake.
I was looking straight at the camera and I didn't flinch.
You better not. And I'll say this too. I'm going to also encourage her to make sure she shares custody. So that every time little Abba Preach Daisy go up to Walter, she goes, Papa, say my name.
Yo,
Dada.
Oh!
That's crazy.
Hey, listen, you know what they say, right? Revenge is a dish best served with some child support.
You're going to have it. That's crazy.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Okay. Have a good night. Bye.
All right, I'll stop. Couple things. So they'd had discussions in private. Text messages are right here. Where, okay, so a couple weeks back, she'd taken a pregnancy test. This is like maybe a month and a half ago. And she goes, hey, listen, guys, at the end of the day, this is what I think. And this goes to all the guys who are watching at home. All right? If you guys want to do this thing where you go in and raw, because I know a lot of you guys like doing it, have conversations about whether or not she's on birth control. And if she's not, you guys got to have a different conversation at that point. You got to talk about, like, this is not a situation where they talked about it and she's like, oh, I would definitely get an abortion. And then she changed her mind after the fact. She's telling him what she's going to do. She tells him what she wants to do. And he went along with the ride knowing full well what it was.
Yeah.
How is that a trap? Stop
It's
saying
not.
this shit. I'm fine with calling, there's some women who definitely do that. That's not one of these situations, okay? So it's okay. His podcast is all about holding women accountable. He can hold this L and he can hold that accountability as well. He needs to be accountable for what he said and what he's done.
well, he's
That's
gonna
his
be
L.
accountable with
She
the
didn't do
child
nothing
support.
wrong. Well, let me rephrase. That's not true. She wasn't the one that's mostly at wrong for this because it seems like she's clearly communicating he's not. That's what it is.
That's fair.
Yeah, and he's the one that said, oh, she's not my girl in conversations. Oh, you're my girlfriend. I love you. Nigga, what is going that you're not consistent. And you guys know damn well, everyone in the RP space would be like, if this was a woman, they'd be like, bro, look at women, so emotional, never consistent, blah, blah, blah. What the is this guy doing? And you know what? The fans are noticing because they up in the comments, they're letting them know about the recent live stream. They're not happy with it. And actually, did you see the recent live stream they did with the lawyer?
No,
Yeah.
it's fine. And that's the reason why a lot of you mother are fat, triple chin, neck.
This is that fucking meltdown Myron had. This is that fucking meltdown Myron had during the podcast because the chat was on his ass about the fact that his fucking loser friend just got some 304, what they call him, the hoes. He got a hoe pregnant.
Bearded pieces of shorts with no money and no one respects you because you mother don't stand for nothing. If I stand with Fresh, I die with Fresh. It is what it is, okay? It is what it is. You motherfuckers, oh shit, it's getting shaky. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna leave. I got 20 real estate properties so I can tell you, my net worth is over $6 million. I get money residually. I don't need to do this, and I don't need to sell my soul. I stand with my friends, period. All right? Some of you mother need to get a spawn you jellyfish SpongeBob in a pineapple house, pieces of shit. It pisses me off how soft all you mother are, bro. It's ridiculous. You mother haven't stepped in the gym in 3 weeks trying to tell me how to be loyal to my friends. I'm not going anywhere.
All right? I'm tired of you. Leave Fresh. Leave Fresh. He's holding you down. He's holding you down. Well, you.
Well, yeah, Fresh is a liability to whatever the fuck you guys got going on, and he might have just ended it here with this shit that just went down. And you see this meltdown, this quote unquote alpha male is having on screen. This is the man who thinks he's an alpha male is doing, acting like an irrational person. An alpha male is always in control. An alpha male is calm, cool, and collected. Yet Myron seems to always have these outbursts when things aren't going this way. Yet we're supposed to believe that makes you an alpha male. I think that Myron is a deeply broken individual who has money and has a podcast and has a following, but is nothing but a fucking loser. He's a fucking loser. Deep down inside, he's just a fucking loser. He's a loser with money. That's all Myron is. He's no alpha male. He's no cream of the crop. He has money. That's it. But he's a fucking loser. There's a lot of people that are losers with money. And he's one of them.
All right? I don't need to make a fucking cent off this podcast. I'm fine. My real estate will take care of me because I knew that if I want to say what the I want to say and not sell my soul, I need to go ahead and build residual income coming in every month so I can sit here and tell you haters, I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to say what the I want to say, and I don't give what anybody got to say.
Yeah, you sound like you don't care. Everyone believes you too.
Yeah, that's
That's the face of someone who's not bothered and doesn't care.
not bothered one bit.
Not at all.
Not one bit.
Me, when I wake up and I'm not bothered, I just wake up.
Jesus.
I have my soul. I have my spine. I have my integrity. I got my 10 toes and my 2 feet. And I stand where the fuck I stand. And if I die there, I'll die there with a smile on my face because I can look in the mirror and be happy with the man that I see. You losers that sit there and say, oh, it's getting rocky, Myron. You should leave. Why do you stay by Sneeko? Do you stay by the Tate? Do you still think they're having Trump? Because Fresh is an idiot. Why are you still there? Chris drinks too much. Hey, shut the
Doesn't care, remembers every
Everything.
criticism, bro. This
Everything.
motherfucker staying up late on Reddit being like, what did they say about my friends? How can I defend them more fascist?
Jesus.
If you don't care, just don't talk about it. Move on.
shut the up. That's why no one respects you, mother, because you don't stand for anything. If there's anything you guys can learn from this podcast, learn this. We've been through hell together. We had people come at us. We've had death threats at us. People who fuck off every time we go through some bullshit. People make allegations on us. People have tried to absolutely destroy us. And you know who was around me the whole. So you mother can say whatever the you want to say. I'm not going anywhere. I'm gonna stand by the guy.
Bro, this has got to be one of the gayest speeches, bro. If you close your eyes, you would think this is about a broad. I'm not going anywhere. I don't care if you have cancer. I love you. Whoa, chill out.
Jesus.
Guys that stand by me, because you pieces of shit are when I'm going through it. You pieces of shit are there when I'm figuring out what the I'm gonna do because we got demonetized. You motherfuckers weren't there when everyone in their mom came at us. You motherfuckers weren't there when I got the false accusation against me. You motherfuckers weren't there when this lied and said that I got
Hey!
We were there.
We were, buddy.
Yeah, we were there.
did it. And then you dumbasses 3 years later believe some bitch that makes the same allegations again. You idiots. I'm not going
The
anywhere.
behavior of an
I'm
alpha
standing
male
right
right there.
here.
Bro, if these guys had the same energy about their girls as they do this fucking podcast, they'd be in the most successful marriages.
They got the same fucking energy as Diddy. We ain't going nowhere. We ain't going nowhere. We can't be stopped now.
Until the
'Cause it's
feds
fucking-
come. You going to jail, dude. You want to be loyal to the people. Doesn't matter what they doing. Doesn't matter what it is. That's their
No.
choice. Everybody got a different
No.
idea of what it means to be loyal. Some people think loyalty is like, yo, you could murder 10 people and I'ma still be your boy. Yo, bro, I'm gonna be honest with you. I value my
rap.
friends, but I also value my values. I don't want my friends to stand by me unconditional. Friendships are conditional. Absolutely. Guess what? If you go out and you touch kids, I'm not going to be your friend anymore.
Yeah, I'm not. We're not.
Oh, what? You would? You guys are going to stand by your homie after he's diddling kids? Okay, everyone got their conditions. Everyone got their lines. The only difference is that some people's lines are a little bit further than others.
It's funny.
Was he?
It's funny because what you claim to be loyalty is the exact opposite of accountability. Which one do you want? If you are loyal, because at this point I don't think it's loyalty, but whatever. when you claim to be loyal like that, no matter what the fuck up is, we don't talk. You have to throw accountability out the door. It's no longer accountability because no matter what happened, no matter this, no matter that, I'm gonna have your back. No matter what, all that, the accountability is out the door. But.
And that's facts.
He
Because
can't
if
hold
these
his
guys
friend
were loyal
accountable.
to their fan base, they wouldn't be bringing on scammers. They wouldn't be bringing on fraudsters. People they know are doing this stuff, but because their friends are going to do that. So in order to be loyal to your friends, you're going to betray your audience, the ones that you claim you're trying to save. Like I said, everyone got their different definitions. This is not mine. But
That's fine.
It's fine. Back to this whole thing. Listen, I think my stance that I originally had, I think bears out. I think this girl fell in love with this guy. Doesn't seem to be a sex worker. And he played her. Ended up getting her pregnant, and now he's having buyer's remorse. That seems to be the real gist of the story. I don't think she's a gold digger. The way she talks about him, the way that she's genuinely hurt by the stuff he said, seems like there was a real relationship there. And he made her really believe that too. So that's what I gather from it. What about you?
There was definitely some thing that lacked a little bit of responsibility in terms of the decisions that were made.
Yep.
I'd say that much.
I mean, yes, she's
far as-
definitely, she has fault in this. Again, we're not saying that she doesn't have fault. A lot of people can recognize that two things can be true at once, right? He's a fucking idiot, and he needs to take accountability for his actions, and she's also responsible for what's going on right now. And those are the two things that can be true at once in this situation.
As far as the entrapment, I don't think it's that. I really don't think that things were clear on her side. What she was about to do, what she would do, what she wanted to do. And at some point, the response was, whatever makes you happy, as long as you're happy. And if what made her happy, which is what she stated,
Whatever
what
you
made
laugh
her
at,
happy
I'll laugh at.
was to
Whatever
have a
you're
kid.
happy, I'm happy.
And it's hard for me to get my,
Yep.
entrapment card out. Although I can acknowledge the fact that there was probably some poor decisions that were made.
Poor decisions,
And that's fine. We all make them.
But let me ask you. Fresh, you're going to pay child support. That child deserves it. It's got your genes. It needs whatever financial advantage you need.
This situation is sad all around. I honestly hope that if he's not willing to step up and hold himself accountable, and this is not something I say often, but I think it's well deserved in this situation, that the legal system, the family courts, actually hold him accountable, because that's what should happen in this situation, so that he can truly be accountable like he says. Anyways, that's all I got for this video, guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Be sure to like, subscribe, hit that bell notification, and follow me on social media. The links are all in the description down below. And join the Discord. Links are also in the description. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.